Welcome back. Let's solve this problem 3105 from the weekly contest 392. So the problem is longest strictly increasing or strictly decreasing subarray. So first let's understand the problem statement. So for better understanding, watch the video till the end. So here you are given an array of integer numbers. We need to return the longest subarray of nums which is either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. What is strictly increasing? Strictly increasing is something which is 1, 3, 4. This is strictly increasing. Suppose if you are getting 4 here, then it is not a strictly increasing because these two elements are equal. Same way with strictly decreasing. If we are having 3, 2, 1, this is my strictly decreasing, and if we have 1 here, then we can say that it is not a strictly decreasing because these both elements are equal. We will say this as decreasing subarray. Decreasing. This will say increasing. Not strictly. Now let's see this example. We have 1, 4, 3, 3, 2, and we have increasing subarrays of 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. Here we have only 1, 4 is my strictly increasing subarray. Now if you see decreasing subarrays, my 3, 2 is decreasing subarray, but not 3, 3, 2 because this 3 and 3 are equal. So you can say this is decreasing subarray but not strictly decreasing. And same with here, 4, 3 is my strictly decreasing. So let's think about the approach. So I think most of you can solve this problem because this is a pretty straightforward one. So if you are new to the programming, then only you are going to struggle, or else you can solve it. So let's see the brute force solution. It's simple, right? So we will start from one index. We'll start from some index and we will go to the left and we will check whether all my subarrays are valid or not. Then in the same way, then I will go to the next index and then I will check. Same way I will go to the next index and I will check all. So if you do this, it will be n into n. Now let's see the coding part. So how exactly you can do. So we will start from I is equals to 1 because suppose if you have elements as 1, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, and 2. So we are going to start with 4 and we will check. We will check towards the left side. If my condition is satisfied, I will increment the counter. If my condition is failing, I will break out from the loop and I will calculate the maximum. Same with the decreasing subarray. Here we have v of j plus 1 is greater than v of j. That means my adjacent elements we are checking towards the left side. And we are checking this is greater than this element. Now if you want to check the decreasing, same way we will go towards the left side and we will check. If we have elements like this, we will check this element is greater than this element or not. Then this element is greater than this element or not. In this way we will check. So here we will get the answer and we will calculate the max. So analyze the time complexity. Here my time complexity will be n into n. How we can optimize it? So suppose if your interviewer asks you let's reduce this n into n2, you can, how much you can reduce it. So let's think like how you can reduce it. So if you see here, if you are going toward, every time we are going towards the left side from every index, and at some point it is failing. So at some point it is failing. So you can say that if you are starting it here and if it is failing here, then definitely for this also it will fail here, right? It will fail here. For this it will fail here. For everything it will fail here. So now let's see the approach. It's like pretty straightforward. Now we will iterate. Suppose we have consider elements as 1, 3, 4 and 2, 3, 1. You can consider in this way. Now we are going to check 1, 3, 4. So nums of I is greater than nums of I minus 1. Yes, it is greater. So I will increment the counter. I will increment my length. And my decrement the length will be 1. So decrement the length will be 1. And when my 4 is greater than 1, so yes, I will increment my incremental length. My decrement length will be 1 because this element also you need to consider. Or else, and let's forget about this condition for now. And if my all are equal, so this is if my elements are equal, suppose we are getting 3, 3. So we will be making increment equals to 1 and decrement equals to 1. So remember that. Now for decrementing, so now suppose we are at this position 2 and my nums of 3, nums of I is less than nums of I minus 1, is right? So here we will decrement it and we will say increment of length equals to 1 because here we are decreasing, here we are increasing. And finally we will check maximum length. Max of max length comma max of incremental length and decremental length, and finally we will return the maximum length. So I think you have got it. So it will be like order of n. So I tried my best to explain this. So Thank you for watching. So you can connect with me on LinkedIn.